advice would you give to someone who wants to set up a hotel or follow their own kind of idea or business?
For me, the most important thing is when you have a dream and you believe that you can do it. It's better don't explain to the people at the beginning, because maybe the other people, they don't understand that you can do it. Many people, their minds, they don't believe that in this kind of things or changes, And it's, when you prepare something, keep your information for your dream and to prepare, because many people, they want to prepare the things. Everything has to be perfect at the beginning, 100%, and it's not like this. You learn it's a process. It's a process. You start, you plan, you feel something, you start to do, and don't share too much with the people who are near from you, or you feel that you understand each other. Yes, you can share.
Okay. Just start working on it.
Yeah.
The main things.
Maria, she reminds me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem. Living life just like a movie star. Maria. That's as far as I can go. My vocal cords won't go much further than that.
We are recording our intro for Maria. That's all you need to know about her.
Who is it? Is it the girl that is in that song? Maybe. You'll have to listen to find out.
Will she remind you of a West Side Story? I don't even know what that is. What the hell is a West Side Story?
Like a Western movie,
Oh, really?
Western movies are great.
Anyway, once I Google West Side Story, do you wanna do the actual kind of intro of Maria?
Okay.
How did we meet her? Go.
Well, we didn't really meet Maria. She was introduced to us by my younger brother James, who's going to join us on the podcast today. And he was visiting Zanzibar. He was hopping around from place to place, and he was taken aback by the place that he stayed at Maria's place. And I think it was the freedom. I think it was the energy that he felt from Maria and her husband. The just positive vibes, really. My brother is actually, I would say, is someone who is quite how to say, I don't know.
I felt like a compliment coming for once, and then it just stagnated.
Couldn't come out. Refuses to come out.
Yeah.
He is really sometimes, occasionally, very rarely, pretty cool. But not very often. I might have experienced that once in my life, basically.
I think that's the first time I've heard it in my life. So coming from you, but So Jamie went off to Zanzibar. He met Maria, and was kind of just blown away by, I think, what she created in Zanzibar. She herself is from Spain, and during the pandemic took the risk. I mean, we think so. During the pandemic, took the risk of moving out to complete this project, which is actually a retreat hostel project in Zanzibar. And it was just fascinating to talk to her about her mindset, her journey, what she actually did to activate this project, what that journey was like. One of the most powerful bits of advice I think she gave to us was like, don't worry too much about the outcomes and like worrying too much. She's an economist by training and by profession, so she's somebody that probably spent most of her life being quite planned, right? But she said, don't worry too much about that. Just start working on it. And if it's right for you, it will start to work out. And I guess the other part that if it's wrong for you, then you would have made progress because you just started working. Don't stop the beginning of the journey. And then the most powerful thing is what you can control is work. Just work on it, which I found very good advice. Very something that I can hold on to. So
I think so. Yeah, I think the overall is like, just give you everything in your work, and you will get a reward. If you put your everything
exactly.
into it.
Exactly. And that's kind of what I've observed in life too. And by the way, A West Side Story, only reference I could find was The West Side Story, the famous film, play
Okay.
based in New York. Romantic. But West Side, I don't know. Interesting. Anyway. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoy the episode and let us know what you think in the comments. Hi, Maria. Welcome to the podcast today. We want to open up with a few fun questions for you. 3 or 4 fun questions. I think the first one I'd like to ask you is it which kind of food do you prefer? Zanzibar food or Spanish food?
Mhm. Um, I'm eating the same kind of food here and there. The only thing is, for me, the difference is the quality of the
Okay.
food. I prefer the quality of the food here because you can eat whatever you want. Because me, I'm most vegetarian,
Okay.
not a very more than meat. I like to eat all vegetables. And here are amazing, fresh food,
I have a quick.
and for that reason.
Uh,
But I miss cheese. I miss ham. Yes, I miss.
I have a quick add-on question. What is there any vegetable that's just from Zanzibar? Any strange vegetable that you like,
only
or from
from
Tanzania?
Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Very local one.
No, this local. Mm, I don't know exactly. Vegetables, more or less the same, like everywhere.
Just
And fruits, maybe. The best here is that you can have. You can eat mango, papaya for good
Yes.
price. And in Europe, that's impossible. Impossible because it's not the same flavor. It's not the same
Yeah.
price. and it's the best not to eat tropical fruits here. And coconut and everything is very expensive there in Europe.
Nice.
so just high quality then.
Yeah, yeah, high quality. The food. And your body, you feel in your body in the reality. When I'm going on holidays to Spain, and I try to eat healthy, but it's not possible. I remember in Barcelona, I was spending a lot of time, time, maybe 1 hour in the supermarket with the phone trying to buy something healthy with the labels.
Ah,
And here you don't have this problem. You can buy in the market fresh food. You choose whatever you want.
that sounds nice. Ah,
And
no wonder, no wonder Jamie
amazing.
enjoyed his time there. So yeah, Jamie is joining us today, and he spent 1 week with you, I think. And he's my
Yeah.
little brother. I don't think people know, but I just wanted to ask you, from 1 to 10, how annoying was Jamie? from
Sorry?
from
1 to
one to
10 what?
ten, a scale of 1 to 10, how annoying was Jamie? 10 very annoying, and one not annoying.
That's-
Ah, okay.
Zero.
Oh.
Annoying. No, he was not annoying. He was very nice.
Okay.
Funny, funny.
Give you an 8 out of 10, Jamie, on niceness. Um, and and yeah. And okay, so this is what I'm quite curious about. So you've built a retreat in Zanzibar. Um, when you were building that retreat, when you were deciding to create it, was it what was the motivation? Was it a push? Like, were you moving away from something that you didn't like, a life that you didn't like, to a life that you were dreaming of, or was it a pull to yeah? Was it a push or a pull? Were you moving away from something or towards a vision, or both? I guess.
I don't know if I
Yeah, that's a
understand you well.
complicated question.
The motivation for building this project,
Yeah, go on. Yeah, that's it.
or, or if it was because I wanted to escape from my life. I understood well. Is that? Uh, I'm thinking after many years, I discovered that I'm a really patient person because at the beginning I didn't trust too much that in my life, I didn't plan, I didn't trust myself for building something like this. No? But when I started this project, I didn't know what's gonna go.
Yeah,
I didn't know what's
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
happen. No? And I started thinking in a supermarket, but at the same time, I started to study yoga.
Okay.
Yoga. Oh.
And it's way like two lives in the same direction, no? Because I was learning a lot. And another third with African people is I was starting building here, and I didn't know how long it's gonna be, what is gonna be, and my African friend, with the African style, how they don't have money is they start to build slowly, slowly, and they are spending time slowly, slowly. And me, I started to start building, and I didn't know what's gonna happen. You know? And after that, I met my partner. I met him before, but I met him. He was expert building, Paco. In the same time, I started yoga, and I learned how to feel what I want in my life, my dream, to follow my dream, to feel what is my reason in this world, not. And at the same time I was economist, and I have knowledge for develop a business, and at the same time I was not thinking too much because I was like living the life go on, right? And to wait, to see, to work. Because when I started, the Corona time started, but I was not really scared. I was not thinking, I'm gonna lose everything. No, I was thinking, okay, now the time maybe I didn't know is the world gonna disappear or what. Okay,
So it's like,
it's morning. Yeah, nobody knew nothing. No? It's morning. It's time. But if something happens, always I can
yeah,
do something.
yeah.
Always I can do something different in my life. Always I was not scared in my life about to work or don't have a work somewhere, because for me I don't have to be the boss in a multinational company. I can be
So it
whatever
was like a change of frame
I
of
can.
mind. So maybe did yoga kind of
Yeah,
change your
the yoga
perspective so
changed
that you
me.
felt less fearful, and then you built on your history of studying economics. You had that knowledge of safety. I can do it, and also COVID happened, and then you felt it's okay. Like it'll be. I'm okay to do it. I'm safe to do it. I can always do something at least anyway. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Many people when they started to come because the project was longer, and some people during these years they come to visit me to see everything, and they ask me many questions. What is your plan, your business plan? What do you think that you want to do? Me always I answer, me I don't know. Me I'm trying. I have to know because maybe I have one idea in my mind, and it's not the right idea. Me I have
Yeah, yeah.
to try. When I try, I feel. And in a yoga class for me is the same. Many teachers, yoga teachers, they prepare the classes. They were thinking to organize and to prepare the most amazing class for the guest. But when you do the class, you don't know your guest. You don't know the students that they come today. Maybe they don't like something that you prepare with your love, and you have to change totally, and you change the class. Today, for example, I did a class with a woman. I didn't plan because I was busy. And when I arrived, I started to do the class. And when I checked my time, it was an hour and a half past. And I said, "Oh my God, the class is only 1 hour." And I didn't know the time passed. Another time when I do a class, it's 45 minutes, and I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do because it's not
So, yeah.
it's not bad. No, and for that the business was the same. Me,
Yeah.
I live, and I live. And at the end, when you feel something is going on, and is the thing that that I learned in yoga is maybe you are fighting because you want something. It's like when you love somebody and they don't love you, or he doesn't love you, and you can try, but no way. Or to do something that you want, but it's not for you because in your life it's not for you. But that I studied, that I learned that if you want to do something and you work, it's going on. But if it's for you, because if it is not for you, it's not the thing that you are coming to this world to do. You
Yeah.
can fight. You can fight, but you cannot do. It's my
One question about that. Is it okay? Um, is it is the change that you experienced understanding that the work you do has to be aligned with kind of what is natural to you, or is it that the goal
yeah.
that you're working towards has to be aligned with what's natural to you, or do you not think about the goal anymore? Because you're talking about fighting for something. How important is the goal um, of your work?
You can translate a little because I think I didn't
Okay.
understand well.
This is going to be a hard one to translate into Spanish, guys. Entonces, cu- cuál, cuál es más importante que, que su que porque tenemos dos modas y uno es que yo tengo una idea que cuál es mi éxito, cuál es mi, sí. Y cuando estamos obsesionando sobre tenemos estrés así. Pero ¿piensas que esto es importante todavía, que tenemos una idea, una visión de nuestro futuro, o esto no es importante ahora? Um, y porque, sí, eso es mi pregunta.
I'm gonna try to answer, but I'm not sure if I
It's a
understand
bit of a
well the
philosophical
question.
question, yeah.
I think that in your life I learned that you have like a mission. I don't know if it's good. Is in English it's the same word. It's like a mission, and you have to find what is your mission, not. And sometimes you are not looking what is your mission because maybe you don't find your mission in this because you're not ready, no? It's like for me, it's like a mentality, like a buddish mentality, no? Maybe you need many lives to find
Mm.
what's for you.
Okay.
But for that, maybe you feel inside what you feel inside. Me, for example, my family teach me to find my life, studying at university, looking for my best, and it was good. It was good. It was good because at the end, I understood that it was good. I accept my profession, and I used my profession for the things that I wanted to do.
Okay.
That yes, I think you have like a mission, and when you have to align your feeling, your thinking, and your life for
Mm.
that,
I
no? When you're not online, it's very difficult because you are unhappy.
mm,
Because you are not doing what is for you. And it's important at the end, everybody gonna die, to find what is, where is your happiness,
mm,
no? Maybe your happiness is having a family, living in a city with comfort, and working in an office because you feel more safe. That's that's for you. But maybe the same for the person is
Yeah.
is
So
the
I
worst.
know what you mean.
It
So
was my
it's less about the mission and more about, well, maybe you don't know what the mission is yet, but at least focus. If you don't know what your mission is, focus on what makes you happy. And then maybe
yeah
you will find out what that goal, what that mission is. Which I agree
yeah
100%. Yeah.
I find it very interesting as well that you were an economist for many years of your life in Barcelona, and
yeah
even though that made you realize that you were unhappy in that life, you still used your skills as an economist to help you
yeah
build this life in Zanzibar. Uh, it wasn't the it didn't give you the purpose to go to Zanzibar, but you used the tools of you as an economist to help you build this in Zanzibar, and your skills as an economist, you use that
hmm
to just help you with the money aspect, I suppose, of building this hotel and center in Zanzibar. That's very interesting.
Mm.
Mm.
So
Yes, you can pick up on the tool. So,
yeah yeah
what is it that you built in Zanzibar? Introduce us to introduce your retreat to the guests.
and where is Zanzibar? Firstly,
Ah,
I guess.
yes. Okay, let's start with that.
where
Yeah,
where is
Yeah.
Zanzibar? Yes,
because
no,
I until a few
I
years ago, I had no idea where Zanzibar was.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me, I didn't know exactly what it was Zanzibar,
Well,
but long time ago, when I was studying yoga, my cousin had a boyfriend who was from Argentina, and she went on holidays to Argentina, and she gave me a gift for my birthday. It was because the mother from her boyfriend was like a witch, more or less. She did tarot and many things, not? And she sent to me like a astral card, and she said that me, my life was in another country. I was in Barcelona, but I knew because I knew because I was always feeling that my life was not forever there, no? And was in a country like Brazil or this kind of countries, no?
Yeah.
But And at the end, I was traveling because I loved Africa. And I came here and I was thinking, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, but here is, I think we can live well. And I decided to start the project. And at the beginning, maybe you can feel when I was building the first time, was so hard. But I learned that in a project, in a big project, like for me, this is my project, my hotel, it's not easy for only one person to do it. You have to learn that with a team, you can go more far.
How was it like to build a team in Zanzibar? Is there a which is we can, how easy was it to build a team in Zanzibar? Were there language problems, culture problems, not problems but challenges? I would say challenges with language, culture, things like that, or did it happen quite easily?
The team was at the beginning with my best friend here. He speaks good English, better than me, and I was learning with him to speak a little more English because before I didn't speak much. I was studying, but when you don't practice, when you
Oh
speak of
wow!
Spanish, you know, but you know.
Yeah.
And I was learning English, well, practicing English here with him. And at the end, I saw when we were working with more people, local people, not all of them they speak English, and I started to speak a little
Swahili.
Swahili.
I was going to ask, what do
And
most people
I
in
was
Zanzibar speak English or not? Like,
many
okay,
they don't speak English. I have from my team maybe 5 people they
okay,
don't speak English. Very few
yeah,
words, and many times they don't understand very well, no? And you have to try to speak Swahili because you are in their countries, and also it's good. Me, I like, no? And I have a teacher. I mean, I have classes every week, and it's good. It's good because they respect more you,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
respect
yeah. Of
more
course,
them.
yeah. I think it's very important to learn
But
the language of any country you go to, especially if you're going to
yeah,
live there. And yeah, then they'll definitely respect you more. That's why nobody in Japan respects me because I cannot speak Japanese fluent yet.
no,
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Fluently, Mike.
Your Japanese is pretty decent, Michael. It's definitely better than mine.
I met somebody from a guest who came, an Spanish guest who came 2 weeks ago. That he was a doctor and he was in Japan for 1 year, and he was learning Japanese and he can speak
Oh, really?
Japanese too. And was amazing. In only 8 or 10 months, he was
I
learning
don't like.
Japanese.
I don't like him already. No. So is it okay if we ask Jamie what his experience was like at your hotel? Is it okay if
Sorry?
we ask Jamie a little bit to explain about his experience at your hotel? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
you can hear
Oh,
a live review here of
Yeah, live review, yeah.
So Jamie, tell us about your experience and what
And
you really enjoyed, and you know, and not what you didn't enjoy. Obviously, there was nothing that you didn't enjoy, but what was what was it like?
and then we can ask you afterwards again, Maria, how annoying Jamie is, depending on this answer. Nice.
Well, I think like first and foremost, Zanzibar itself is an amazing country. Again, like
It's,
you know,
is it? It's not a
I didn't
country though.
know
It's in
where.
Kenya, right?
It's an
Let me
island.
start again. Let me start again. Zanzibar itself. Zanzibar itself is an amazing island in Tanzania, or off the coast of Tanzania.
Yeah.
For all those
Yeah.
listeners that don't
Yes.
know. um,
Yeah.
it's yeah. I didn't know anything about it beforehand. Before I went, but so happy I did. Um, it, as Maria was saying, one of my resounding memories from Zanzibar is just how good the food is, the quality of the food. The fruit is so amazing in Zanzibar. It's very, very easy to be healthy, as Maria was saying, in Zanzibar, because the quality of the fruit there is just so good. Um, and it's a very small island. It's you can drive from one coast to the other in an hour essentially.
Mm.
Um,
Wow.
so it's so the seafood there is amazing and very very easy to get because it's just such a small island and there's so much fishing there. And then the weather is right near the equator, so it's basically always beautiful weather. Um, and I think you get some tropical rain there sometimes, but overwhelmingly it's just beautiful sun. So people there are pretty happy, I would say.
Mm.
The only flip side to that is uh, it's obviously it's a poverty-stricken country. There isn't a lot of money in Zanzibar, so there is that side to it. Um, and when you're there as a white tourist, you get kind of picked upon for people trying to like sell you things, and even that is not like a downside because I've been to other countries where people really hound you and they see you as this kind of white tourist and they see a big dollar sign on your forehead and they're trying to constantly get money off you. But in Zanzibar that does happen, but you say no one or two times and they just leave you alone. There's nothing more than that.
Mm.
um, uh, so that's Zanzibar. And and on top of that, the ocean life is just incredible. I went diving there a few times, and just saw the most beautiful, marine
Mm.
life. It was amazing, and
Very
just
good.
amazing coral as well.
Mm.
Um,
I can.
Now going on to
So I can just kind of corroborate. So my family's was born in Kenya, and on the coast there, Mombasa, Malindi, is still some, and that's in Kenya, but it's nearby Zanzibar, and I can say that the water is completely clear blue. You can see like 30 meters down. It's perfectly warm. So I imagine Zanzibar is like an even better version of that, which would be mind blowing.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
go on,
really
Jamie.
is. And then, so I stayed in a few different places in Zanzibar while I was there. I was there for about 2 weeks. Um, and we just went round the coast. So Maria, we ended up in Maria's hotel in my second week in Zanzibar. So I'd stayed at a couple of other places. Um, and Maria's hotel was just very different to the other places I stayed at. The other places were you walk in and it's a pool surrounded just by rooms. Oh, lovely, but lacked character. Whereas when you walk into Maria's hotel, Maria's place is like it's like a tropical maze. You walk in and it's just big tropical plants everywhere,
Nice.
and the rooms are just dotted about the place, and
Mm.
they're almost like hidden in little different spots.
Mm.
Um,
It's almost like a forest.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't describe it as like a forest because it's not as kind of forest like, but
Yeah.
it's got that vibe to it
Yeah.
of just tropical, big tropical plants everywhere. Um, and yeah, it was such a nice day. Maria very kindly also upgraded us to a nicer suite when we got there because it was free. Um, and what did we do there? Maria and I, we did yoga with my girlfriend as well. We did a yoga session. Um, and that yoga session was so nice because Maria took us through a pretty complicated yoga sequence as well. It definitely wasn't beginner yoga. It was, pretty tough. But it felt so good. And then after the session, we did Vipassana. Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called now. Vipassana.
Vipassana.
When you finish the yoga, I'm probably butchering that word, but and then Maria played steel drums for us, and then we spoke afterwards for like an hour and a half about life and all those just various very deep topics. Um,
Mhm.
and it just wasn't your usual hotel experience, it was more like stepping into
Mm.
I don't know, a wellness center,
Mm.
but didn't pay, but wasn't paying the premiums to actually go to a wellness center.
Mm.
Mm.
So it's
And there's
more than just a hotel. It's it's a whole experience. Most hotels, I guess,
yeah,
is just a room and a pool and something. But
I think yeah. I mean, if you want to just have a room, I imagine lots of people go to this hotel and just go to a very nice kind of a very nice hotel essentially. But there was more to it, and
mm,
the yoga class was amazing. Um, and the other thing about the hotel is Maria's staff are basically all from the village. They're all local people. As Maria was saying, they all speak Swahili, mostly all of them. But they're all really happy to be there, and you just have such nice conversation with them.
mm,
Um, and the food was also, as I say, just nice, fresh, local fruits, and breakfast was local fruits, and then something like an omelette and some breads and things like that.
mm.
Um, yeah, it was so nice.
So Marie, you're vegetarian, right? But you have seafood and meat as well there, or is it mainly do you have mainly vegetables?
Yes, me, I'm more vegetarian than, but no, I'm not strict
Mm,
vegetarian. I prefer vegetarian food. That how my diet is this style, and I know many people they are or
yeah.
they are in that food style. I started to introduce the kind of food that
Yeah.
I like, and I have vegetarian food because here usually they cook the same kind of food everywhere in all the hotels and restaurants. It's like chicken with rice, grilled chicken, grilled tuna, and me I see okay it's good, but I introduce guacamole with
Yeah.
chapati. No, chapati is like a
Yeah.
bread and style bread. I introduce now hummus with also aubergine.
Oh,
I'm falafel. I'm introducing falafel. I teach me in my kitchen because I'm not a super good chef, but I know what I like. And I go, we check together, and we introduce more kind of
Mm.
food,
That's
different styles.
that's one thing about Zanzibar as well, is that Zanzibar's food is a mixture of African. You've got influences from the
you,
Middle East as well.
yeah, Iran,
Um,
Oman.
yeah, and obviously Europe as well, because I can't remember now. I think Zanzibar was once controlled by the British or the Portuguese or something.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah,
British, Portuguese,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Mm,
Arabic
Yeah,
is
and
a
I think
really
historically,
cosmopolitan
historically, there's
island.
been trade with India too, because the trade winds go from
India.
yeah
India
South
too.
South India goes straight to Zanzibar, and then they switch and the ships go back. So it's called the Spice Island, right?
Hmm.
It's an spice island, yes. And from India, they introduced the
Yeah,
spices.
it grew in Zanzibar. So yeah,
So,
It's Indian, Arabic, colonial, and
yeah.
African.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very amazing
Something I
combination.
was surprised by. I mean, I'm not sure if it's true on Zanzibar, but on the coast of Kenya, you find biryanis, like they make them as their local food. A biryani. It's like a rice
What
dish,
is biryani?
and they call it biryani
Hmm?
in in Kenya on the coast because it was introduced by the Iranian traders, Omanis and yeah, yeah. So maybe it's not the case in Zanzibar. Sounds like it's different.
I'm checking now. Is rice
yeah.
Indian
Yeah.
rice? And
India's made it the most
Pakistani.
famous, but its origin, yeah, is in the Middle East. Is in Persia.
Hmm,
Chetan wants you to
good.
put it on the menu. He.
Then I'll come.
Me, I love Indian food.
But
I
yeah,
love Indian
it's
food.
so good.
Thali. I would like to introduce Indian food.
Mm.
Are you original from India, but you're not from
Yeah,
India?
I'm originally from. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
Chetan.
I'm from Gujarat, India. My family was born in Kenya, and I was born in London. So, yeah,
Your family
yeah,
born in
exactly.
Kenya,
Yeah, East African Indians.
and you
London. Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
London,
So,
like Freddie
like
Mercury.
Freddie Mercury, I'll take it. Yeah,
But you,
exactly.
I remember actually about Freddie, like talk about Freddie Mercury. You have lots of music at your the hotel, don't you? Hello.
Me, my son. Well, welcome. You can
No,
speak
really.
English better than me.
Um,
Yeah, I love Freddie Mercury. Now I'm introducing the live music in the hotel, but different styles. I have one day with some musicians that they play like African songs, not traditional, but more modern African songs. But another group, they play drums, and with my handpan, they play, and it's like a spiritual music, more acoustic, and they play
Oh,
today. They play today. If you want, me, I'm gonna try to do a direct from Instagram
oh,
Mm.
nice.
Okay.
around seven in Zanzibar time, from 7 to 9, and I don't know what they gonna do because I leave them my handpan. They take float, they play float, and it's a more like a energetic music. With I want to introduce mantras. Mantras more style, modern style. For me, it's very important in music. And yes, I love Queen of Freddie Mercury.
Well, Fred, I don't know if Mike and Chetan, you know this, but Freddie Mercury is family is from Zanzibar.
Sorry?
Freddie Mercury is born in Zanzibar. Mm.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. He born in Stone
yeah.
Town, in the
Yeah.
city, and his house is like a
Mm.
museum now, also a hotel. You can
Wow.
sleep there. And it's not a special place, but they have some pictures, some dress jackets
Do you,
when
I guess
he was
you must have some pictures at your hotel as
in the
well, right?
concert.
Because it sounds like JB learnt that when he was in Zanzibar.
No, no, I learned that in Stone Town.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the first things that you kind of
Uh,
you walk past it. It's a big Freddie Mercury museum. It's kind of unmissable.
uh,
So and so,
That not many people know
I didn't know.
so
Mm.
I just looked.
because also he was studying in India, and after that he came back to Zanzibar, and was not a easy time, and the family went to to
And then I
England.
just checked which part.
and that's the life that everybody knows.
And I just checked which part of India
Hmm?
Freddie Mercury comes from. It's the same part of India as me, so that's good.
Oh, wow.
Even though he's Parsi. Yeah, he's a Parsi family,
They
but
must-
from Gujarat. So yeah, it's the same migration my family made, except we just ended up on the Kenyan coast and he ended up on the Zanzibar coast.
Yeah, the Kenyan Freddie Mercury.
Same as your family. Same as your
Where
family.
were they? My mum was born in Mombasa on the
I
coast,
mean,
which is not far from Zanzibar, and my dad was born in Nairobi, which is the capital of Kenya. Yeah,
All connected. All connected.
all connected. East African Indian community. Very, very cool. Very cool. So yeah, Freddie Mercury's from Zanzibar. And so Maria, when you were setting up this hostel or this retreat, what were the big challenges that you faced when you were cre- when
Sorry,
you were
what?
creating your retreat? What were the biggest challenges that you faced?
The biggest challenges there?
The biggest challenges when you were setting up your hostel.
In Spanish, Chetan.
Sorry, translate a little.
¿Qué eran sus como desafíos más grandes cuando sí? Nice.
Yes, exactly. Desafío. The most difficult. You say that the most
Yeah,
difficult for me.
the difficult, yeah.
The most difficult, one of the most difficult things in Zanzibar is the government, is the the culture and the people how they build, because you can be crazy, because it's the same a little more the same as Jamie was telling about that you have $1 in your face. Here, when you come here and you don't know the prices, they can do with you whatever they want because you don't know anything. And when I started, it was so hard because you need somebody who help you, and I was dealing with somebody who was stealing me a lot of money. I was not here, and everybody have the same problem as me. Everybody, and me now I'm helping people for that because I knew it was so hard. And if you have good connections, everything is going well. And you need somebody. If you are lucky, me I was lucky because I met the first person that I met was a really honest person who was helping me in that project. But after that, we argue a little because the culture is very different. And me, I was in my mind, in my European mind, I wanted everything very fast, and here it's not like this. And you learn here. You learn to be patient, to understand that they don't think of like you. That maybe you want something, and you want to be perfect, and for them doesn't matter. And you spend money. Many times you lose money, and it's like you have to breathe and say, okay, I accept this, but some days you are crazy.
How long did it take to
Because
set
it's
up from when you started to when you were running?
how long did
Yeah,
it
until
take the
you like
project?
got you started until you had your first guest.
A good question. The first, when I started the project, it was when I bought the land. I bought the land. It was 10 years ago,
Oh, okay.
and my first guest was, I think, 4 years ago, 6
Yeah.
years
So
maybe.
around COVID.
But
Yeah.
yes, but for 2 years, for 2 years at the beginning, I didn't plan to build an hotel. It's for that me, I can say that in the reality, the project started when I decided to build a hotel. And between that time and that we have the same guest, maybe 2 years.
Really? Wow.
2 years.
So, how long from buying the land? So, how long from deciding you want to run a hotel to buying the land? How long did that take?
When I was starting building, and I started to build because something happened, not me, I get a baby, and this time I was pregnant and I was working in Barcelona. For that me, it was a time that I was not really thinking. I didn't focus in that project. Not I was doing my life also, no? Together, my private life and this is my business life or my project. No? But maybe, sorry, I forgot the question because I was thinking.
Jamie, if you want to repeat the question.
I changed the project 2 years. 2 years since I started, when I bought and I started the hotel, past 2 years. And for these 2 years, 3 years, I was pregnant and I had my baby. And for 1 year, I didn't come here. For that 3 years, like I didn't spend time for that. Yes, okay, I was doing, but I didn't focus myself here. But I can say that 2 years is the project. I know that because I didn't plan at the beginning to build a hotel, but I knew when I was studying yoga that everybody wanted to escape from their lives and their jobs. And me, I understood that in Spain it was not the way because many people were trying to do the same. I understood that it was not good because at the end you are a slave also in another thing that maybe you love, but when you want to do every day many hours, maybe it's not good because you have to spend long time, many hours, and you have less money. So that I was thinking, if I want to enjoy life and I want to enjoy yoga, I don't want to be a yoga slave. I want to join a place where I can have money and I can enjoy with yoga. And for that, I decided to build that project because I wanted to do yoga here, but I don't want to be a yoga slave. I wanted to
And
enjoy.
did you know that you had
that.
to do it in another country then as well? Like you couldn't do that. You didn't think
So,
you wanted to do yoga, you wanted to have money or make some money from and live as well, but then you cannot do that in Spain. So you thought I have to do that in another country. It cannot be in Spain, Barcelona.
when I started to study yoga was when I invest here, and I knew at the same time that it was not a business for there. But this business you can do in many places around the
Yeah.
world, sure. But how I invested here, I decided to continue here. And sometimes when I'm here, or now it's okay because the most difficult, we pass the most difficult, no? It's building the processing with the government and everything. But maybe in another place is more easy than here. Maybe in Thailand, maybe somewhere, I don't know where, but in Asia and somewhere. Because the mentality, the African people are so hard sometimes.
Yeah.
And maybe Asian people, they are more easy, more polite. Here, they are so hard sometimes and they try to take to have your money for everything, and you have to negotiate every day. Oh, it's so hard. But at the end, when you know the right people, you know that you have to fight because you have to fight for that. But you have information. The information is the power,
Mm.
Yeah.
and you have also you know how to do here because maybe you think we have an entrance. The entrance is not very beautiful. From outside, you can think that is not a really nice place, no? Because it's not beautiful. And many times I was thinking, I'm gonna change the door, I'm gonna make it very beautiful. But I was thinking, here in Zanzibar, it's better don't show that. Because when the government pass, if this is a beautiful place, they go directly to you to try to take
Really?
your money. And if you are,
Yeah.
Quite.
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
learn,
So
you learn, don't
so
show. Now the business is not on the
yeah,
road,
yeah.
it's in internet.
But then the people who visit, they
You don't
tell
need to
everyone about
show.
their experience, like Jamie. I think everyone
Yes,
goes there. They have a great experience. They share their music. They share their stories, and then they go
yes.
out back home and they tell everyone about their time in Zanzibar and they share that time. So you don't need a beautiful grand entrance. Yeah, just
No,
yeah,
no.
and
And it's better because when the guests they come in and they see
mm,
inside, it's more good the
so
feeling.
so are you are
It's
you
better.
are you always booked up? Almost always booked up, or is it like seasonal sometimes, or is it like since you started, is it very popular? Would you say it's quite successful?
Sorry, I don't know if I heard you well. You say that I
Uh,
want to be more
no, no,
famous?
no. Has it been um, successful? Are you always having like full bookings and
Ah.
mm,
Now I want to start. I'm waiting for somebody who gonna take some videos and some a creative person that one of my friends shared with me the contact, and I want to show in
mm,
Instagram more about us because sometimes yes we have people, but
yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah,
have
Mm.
more. For me to be maybe 80%, 90% of the rooms occupied is better
yeah,
than
yeah, of course.
50.
Mm.
And usually in low season maybe you have 30,
Hmm.
50. For me, I think we can offer a good experience for many people that they don't know that we exist.
Yeah,
And for that, I want to show, but I don't want to be more big than maybe
yeah,
18 rooms. I want a special place, not. I don't want a big place, and I think because especially our goal is because we take
yeah.
care of the people we are here, and you go it's the same as Jamie was explaining. Not me, I can go in beautiful places, but I don't feel the same. Not because we share. It's like when you feel
Yeah,
you
yeah.
share. And some people they pass here and they don't want much. They stay, they go fast. But the kind of the people that the guests that we have, they feel something different. They are looking for
Mm.
something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it seems that
And
Jamie had that. So sorry, Chetan, go.
no,
And we
Jimmy, you had a question before. Is that still relevant? All
I
right.
can't remember what the question was.
So it's a family thing. If anyone's been a long time listener, you'll notice that. Really, so, what do you enjoy right now most about running the retreat? What's your favorite thing about your life now, uh, running your business? Yeah,
is to
yeah,
me.
yeah, Maria. Yeah.
Ah, my
Your
favorite.
favorite aspect of running. your retreat?
In Spanish as well, just in case, Cheta.
No,
Okay.
I'm thinking, I say, lo que tú crees que es que a la gente le
No,
gusta
no,
más.
entonces, ¿cuál es su cosa favorito en su vida en este momento?
Lo que me,
Cuando sí, ahora que está, sí, trabajando sobre su negocio.
lo favorito en mi vida,
Sí, en su vida en este momento.
my favorite is that I don't have I hate others.
Yeah.
To be free, to do whatever I want, to organize my life, to organize my time. I know maybe I'm here many hours, but I'm free. I'm free. I do whatever I want. When I do organize my time, I do yoga. When I organize my time, I go to the kitchen. I tell them, look, you have to study. We have to improve. When I want to talk to my staff, and I tell them, now every time we have more guests, please think that to try your best. For sure, I'm gonna pay you more if you do a good job, and to encourage them and to see how the people is enjoying. To bring sometimes I'm spending money because I pay people for music and everything, and some people they don't. In other authors they don't want to spend anything. I'm thinking, I'm not spending that, but I enjoy. I know this money is from my pocket, but I enjoy. And the last day, when I decided to bring more musicians, I checked the money that I get in one day in the restaurant, and was surprised because many times I don't check, and I said, "Good, we are in the right way. We are making money, but I'm spending, but we are making money." No? And sometimes the people they don't think in investing into repairs or some things. No, always we try to repair, to give to the guest the good experience, good feelings, and that is the most important for me. No, that I enjoy here.
I think that's quite a beautiful thing. I think that's quite important message. And I was about to say, I think that would be a nice kind of like point to finish before, but we have one last question, I think. But Jamie, did you want to ask something?
I've forgotten again.
Oh my god! It really is the Collins gene, isn't it?
I've got these questions, and then I'm just listening to what Maria's saying, and then I'll just forget the question.
Okay.
Mike says that every episode as well.
No, I think we wanted to just ask you, Maria, what advice would you give to someone who wants to maybe set up a hotel or follow their own kind of idea or business? What advice would you give as the most important thing?
For me the most important thing is when you have a dream, or when you want to do something and you believe that you can do it. It's better don't explain to the people at the beginning, because maybe the other people they don't understand that you can do it, because the many people their minds they don't they don't believe that in this kind of things or changes, not. And it's, when you prepare something, keep your information for your dream, and to prepare, because many people they want to prepare the things to they think that everything has to be perfect at the beginning, 100%, and it is not like this. you learn. It's a process. It's a process. You start, you plan, you feel something, you start to do, and don't share too much with the people who are near from you, or you feel that you understand each other. Yes, you can
Interesting.
share,
Okay.
not, but not with
Yeah.
everybody.
So
Not you're not gonna do anything
don't give
in your
people the
life.
opportunity to tell you it's a bad idea.
Destroy your dreams.
Just start working on it.
Yeah. To- Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay.
And
That's all. That's the most
Interesting.
important.
Actually, yeah.
talk to the people you.
People is scared. Many people is
Mm.
scared. They don't like the change, or they think they are in a comfortable life, and they think it's the best. Maybe they feel the same
Yeah.
as you, know.
Hmm.
They don't have the energy for to do it, and the envy around the world.
It's true.
Mm.
Yeah, and yeah,
Excess,
envy does. Yeah,
excess,
envy does play a part.
excess. It's like this. All of us, we feel
Mm.
everything.
True.
The seven, how do you say in English, the seven
Yeah.
sins,
Oh
no?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Seven
Yeah.
sins. The seven sins. The seven sins are very important. They exist. They are
Mm.
around us, also
Mm.
inside of
True.
us, no?
True.
And it's good because they give you the power for to change. They are not bad. Many people they think envy is bad, or other things are bad. No, no, no. It's not bad, but it's good if that is helping you to to work for something, no? Maybe somebody's jealous, and how is jealous? He is working, working, working because he wants to have something. That is
Mm.
not bad, no? But the worst part is when the people they they tell you something that is not good for you, and you plan something, and you are very happy because you want to very, I don't know the word in English, but you want to do something and you feel that you can do it, and somebody comes with something and tell you something that is not good for you, and maybe you think that
Mm.
it's not possible, and you leave it. So that is very important to keep your energy, to work on that, and don't explain too much.
That's so interesting because in Western culture, we really have this idea of feedback and talk to rational people and talk to people that are quote unquote successful in life. But there's something lacking in that. There's essentially what Maria is saying is trust your intuition, right? You trust that feeling inside of you,
Mm.
even though no one else, or maybe one or two people might understand and no one else does. That
Yeah.
doesn't make that feeling invalid.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then I think, like, on top of that, work on it, bit by bit, slowly, slowly, just start working on it. And I guess
Yeah.
that's where that real feedback to yourself comes from. Uh, I guess. Yeah, yeah. I've definitely experienced telling too many people an idea, and and if they're not the right kind of people, then they'll immediately disregard it, say it's stupid, say it won't
Mm.
work, put you down. And then your motivation suddenly disappears, and you start telling yourself, yeah, they might be right. Because there is a risk.
Mm.
You just start to go, yeah, they might be right. Maybe I'm not seeing something. Maybe it won't work. It's not a good idea. But,
Just
but
start working on
yeah,
it.
just start working on it.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
that's the key.
So,
Yeah.
That's the key.
Maria, you bought your land 10 years ago, did you say? You
Sorry?
bought your land 10 years ago and you
Yeah,
started building,
10,
and then you and then you
yeah, 10 or 11, more or
and then you
six.
opened four years ago, something like that. You opened your hotel 4 years ago.
Yes, now, yes, 4, 4, 5.
At what stage did you think okay, this is working?
This is
Uh, since the beginning.
Since the beginning? Wow, okay.
Since the beginning, not the beginning of LinkedIn. The beginning that we opened the hotel, because at the beginning I didn't want a hotel. We started the hotel, but I wanted a retreat for yoga, no? But I understood that we needed some incomes, and I opened for everybody. No? And now we are a hotel, but another style of hotel. No? We have mix. We have many things, no? And it's not bad. Maybe in the future, every time I can go more to the retreats, you know, my style. It's my dream. That it is not bad to have different people with different minds. But when I was lucky also because my husband Paco is a hard, crazy worker. He loves to work a lot. You remember, not David?
Paco, for listeners, is Maria's now husband, but Paco was just your friend when you started the hotel, I think.
Sorry?
Yeah. So carry on about Paco.
I was working. He was developing everything, and I understand he was so important for that project that we are a team. With me, I do another kind of thing because he's like a active, crazy. He's very Spanish style. He likes the music everywhere. And me, I want peace. But a different kind of guests, they are looking for him or they are looking for me. Because when you arrive here, you see Paco. Paco's everywhere. For me, I am, but me, I'm not one. No? But the people, they want me, they go directly to me, to look for me, no? And I knew at the beginning that, because I was pushing Paco for changing many things here, you know, because he was thinking that we have to sell parties, that we have to sell crazy things, and I say, look, why? We have to sell that. Everybody is selling that. Because I don't want to lose the the feelings that I have in that project, because the crazy world, they want parties and they want noise, they want crazy things. Why? Sure, I'm sure that many people, they want another kind of places, and we were like and at the end we found the balance between us. We found the balance. Not he accepted that me, I was right. The kind of guests every time they are looking for that, but also today we are fighting for the kind of music that I want and he wants. But yes, I knew that since the beginning. I knew that, but yes, we were looking. I was fighting for the energy that I wanted here, because Paco came here before than me, because I was in Spain working and investing in Corona time, and he was here building, and he had another kind of mind than me, because he's from the south of Spain and they like parties, Spain. And me, I'm from Catalonia. Barcelona is like more like England people, business, mm, European people, and we are really opposite. But what's good the
which
balance,
yeah.
because at the beginning I was pushing Paco to follow my my
Yeah.
feelings, and me, I accept some things that he wants to show.
Nice.
And it's more
Okay.
about. But I knew that everything. I trust. One thing that I have is I trust myself. I trust myself, and we love the people. We love to take care of the people. We enjoy with the we living here, sharing with the guests, and that is successful for us.
Very cool. Very cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I have a few more questions, but maybe we should separate out the episodes. What do you think, Mike?
Next time, I want to know about your life.
That
I
could
think
be interesting.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever interviewed us before.
I think I want to come to the hotel and then record there. Record there,
You,
yeah.
all of you
Yeah.
together.
we could
Yeah,
we can
Can
do
you
a
come together?
podcast there.
Can you come
Yeah,
together?
yeah. Would love to.
It'd be nice.
When when do you have
Well,
holidays?
what we want to do is because I think at the end our aim is to be able to travel or make our podcast our sole project that we all do together. So maybe one day we can all travel places and do podcasts together. So hopefully we can come to Zanzibar, come to your hotel and do a podcast there maybe.
maybe.
But I think it's a really
Mm.
good idea.
Yeah. What?
I think it's a really good idea. You know what? I have a website. I will
Yeah.
share with you. I started a project that I did with somebody, but it's flying around. It was travel and yoga. It's like when to find the places that nobody know around the world with special
Hmm.
people.
Mm,
Mm.
And I think it's a good idea when you are traveling around the world. If you find in Australia somewhere a place with somebody that they can share with you amazing things, amazing knowledge, experience, and that is good. It's very good that you can share and you have a place, a website where the people they can find according their feelings what they want to do or where they want to travel. Not only to see the buildings or
Mm.
cities or paradises, beaches, if not to meet
Mm.
people, no? That they can learn something or share. I think it's very
Travel and
important.
yoga.
Mm.
Yeah. And is that it?
Travel and yoga.
Also you
Ah.
travel and yoga.
So we should do
Travel and
travel
yoga.
and podcast and yoga.
Travel and postcard or that is like another travel
Yeah,
and
yeah,
postcard.
yeah.
Yes. And you share the places where
Mm.
because I'm sure I know somebody in Denmark, in Australia. It was a a yoga teacher. I met him in Barcelona because one of my friends who was studying yoga with me, she moved to Australia and she met that guy and she married with him. But he was an
Mm.
older man. I think maybe now he's 70. And she didn't want to share her life with an old man. And they stayed together maybe 2 years or 3 years. And she's living there in Australia, but they are not together. And that guy was a really interesting man who was living his life in a yoga way. And he went, sometimes he was working, sometimes he was going to Bali to learn some things, to India. Everywhere he was with the most important teachers in the 60s. And I met him when he was around 63, 65 years old, I think. And he came to Barcelona because he did a retreat in Italy. And he has a special place in Denmark, in the south, in the Perth, in Australia, 300 kilometers far away. And he's also an
He
special
has
need.
a
And
he has a retreat in Denmark.
you can talk to him. You can do he's not doing retreats really now, but he has a yoga studio in his house. He's living in a paradise, in a place very where there's artists and bohemian people are living in Australia,
Mm.
no? And he was an amazing person. And if you find people like his style,
Could
super
you
interesting.
introduce us to him by any chance?
Yeah, I can. I hope he's alive because I will text my friend because he never answer. I text him a couple of times, but he doesn't answer. I don't know if he's okay. or not. But
Yeah.
I gonna text my friend, and I think can be super interesting. I want to be in the postcard because that guy is really amazing, really
Mm.
amazing.
I think.
Nice.
He was he was a man who was coming to in Barcelona with a bag. The bag was open, and I say, "Look, take care because here, if you go in a tourist place, they can steal your things." And he said, "Me, I don't have anything for stealing. I'm a simple person." But it was super
Wow.
amazing, super, and
You
it's nice.
do. I think it's actually quite cool that you being in a hotel. It's like a conduit. It's like a place where lots of people. Obviously, you met before you made the hotel. This person, but you're always meeting interesting people. I'm sure there's like many fascinating people who have really cool stories that you meet coming through your hotel as well. It's actually really interesting. Like if you had like a studio and you could uh have a podcast studio set up there and just like record people's stories of the people who are passing through. It'd be really fascinating, I think. I'm sure you've
Mm.
heard many
Yeah,
many
I
interesting
think
stories.
Jamie had an interesting story too.
Jamie doesn't
Was
really have that
amazing.
much of an interesting story, but
No, was good to meet them. Was very
Mm.
interesting to
Yeah.
encourage them
Yeah.
to follow a dream, to tell them that it's possible to change your life and to do whatever you want. And also, I met somebody, a guy who I was nearly to cry with him. He was crying in front of me because he was around 40, 44, 43, 45, I don't know, years old. And he came here with two friends. He was studying pharmacy, and he had a good job. But the family, all of them, they were doctors, and he was following the family, but he wasn't happy, and he started sometimes to travel, and he went to Colombia, and he met somebody there in the jungle, inside the jungle, and he was taking ayahuasca and with a shaman, and many stories, very very amazing. And he was crying because he was telling me that he wants to in his life he wants to bring the people to this place, not traveling in a special trip, share there, and to know other special places. Like the same as I told you in Denmark, this guy in Colombia, like say he wants. It's not easy to meet this
Mm.
guy, and he wants to introduce the people to go there some days to try to share with the shaman, and and he was telling me that he changed his life and he wants to do this, and he was crying because of the family. When he was telling me, he was like showing me that he was very unhappy because if he doesn't do this, his family was against him.
Mm.
It was so hard,
Mm.
and I saw his emotion. It was amazing.
That's a lot of the fear of change is you have family or friends who are important to you, uh, but they don't necessarily see your vision or your path. And so to do what's authentic to you and to follow your mission, as you were saying, you might have to upset your family or upset your friends. That might just be something that happens. That doesn't mean it's wrong though to do it.
Hmm.
But what is worse, to upset the family or upset
Yeah.
yourself? No, at the end, it's difficult sometimes, because I remember me at the beginning, yeah, at the beginning I didn't tell my family anything about this, and many years they were telling me that I was crazy, that that's stupid to do this. Many years, many years, many years. And now 2 days ago, I was talking with my mother, and my mother, I told my mother, I'm not a super amazing businesswoman. I say, no, but I'm not an amazing, successful person in my life because I was thinking in my profession. And she said, you are, because not many people are doing the same as you did. And I understood my mother accept
Mm.
my dream after 10 years. You know?
Wow.
That's lovely.
And yeah. And I am after 10 years, and I was thinking that at the end, I was thinking, they don't understand me. No problem. I do whatever I want. I'm happy here. But they didn't want. They wanted me in Barcelona in an office like a mouse, running and running and running and running. Because maybe for them it was the happiness that was not for me.
Mm.
And for that, I decided to work and work and work. And at the end, I feel that I'm free.
And now, do they accept it? And now, and now,
So,
after you've built your retreat, do they accept it as a good option?
yes, she would like to be near. She's coming sometimes, you know, so that she's missing us, I imagine.
Yeah.
But when she's here, she's
Oh,
so
she
happy.
comes. Yeah, okay. She comes and she's happy.
She's so happy
That's
here,
good.
like a queen.
Like a queen, yeah.
She's not cooking, she's not cleaning, she's not working.
Holiday.
Yeah. Well, she said that
She's on holiday.
she sees you as a successful businesswoman. So yeah, it must be. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I listening to all of it, I definitely have to come and visit sometime, and I think all of us would love to. So, I mean, I think we're all very, 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 very much enthused to come and enjoy and experience the positivity. I think of your hotel, and hopefully we can come
Yeah,
soon. Maybe
I
maybe
hope
within
so.
the next couple of years or next year. Let's see.
Definitely.
You know, don't live for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
think,
yeah.
yeah.
Already thinking about
Don't live for today.
oh maybe this, maybe I won't be able to. Just gotta do it. Just gotta do it.
But you're not really far, no? You only have to. No, it's the same. From Japan, you
Abu
move
Dhabi.
to
Yeah,
Dubai, Doha. I don't know.
probably 10 hours to Dubai, I think, or something like that. Something like that, I would say. It's still quite far, but it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Still do that.
Good.
Nice one. You go.
I have somebody who is preparing a retreat. Somebody's preparing a retreat, and is a coach.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's living here in Zanzibar. Yes, she's living in Zanzibar. She's a coach. I will share with you with Jamie the contact. And she's from England.
Okay.
oh, nice.
And she will do the retreat in my
Oh,
place.
perfect.
Okay.
I can share with.
Oh,
That's
man.
very cool. That's very cool. Thanks, Maria. We appreciate all these new interesting people to talk to.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I see other podcasts coming up, but I think for today I feel inspired to continue with my day. Slightly inspired also to ignore my work and do what I want to do, but but I'll find the balance. Like you say, just start working on it. And I think that's exactly what we're doing now. So
Yeah, I've had some ideas even in my head as we've been talking. So, so it's been very good. It's been very
put them
interesting.
into motion.
Yeah,
I think that's right. I think the overwhelming message I've got is work at it, trust your intuition. If you feel like it's right, just keep working and it will come right.
yeah. If you're happy with it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.